Shop LC's live stream. We have Prathit, I believe, who just joined as well. We have Suzanne, who just joined. So for those of you that follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, first off, we want to thank you so much for being a part of the Shop LC family. We know that there are so many ways to shop with us, and I'm always excited to see new viewers that tune in. So again, it's all about getting the word out. It's all about sharing the page with people so that they can tune in. I understand that a lot of people are busy, but these live streams are where you have a chance to get some hot items at discounted prices. A couple of things I want to remind you of when you shop during our live stream. First thing is deep. Did I mention deep? Deep discounts. So you get a 25% coupon that you can use. That's going to be live 25. You also get extra savings because every single item that we selected for the live stream, we've marked down already. So you're going to get a markdown plus a 25% discount. If you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping. And then, of course, we have what's called budget pay, as well as long as that item is not a clearance item, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's always nice to shop with us, even though, I can't have directors and producers kind of zoom in on certain pieces. I want to remind you, as you're watching these live streams, in the comments section, in order to see some of these pieces up close, you're going to want to put shop and then the number that's associated with the piece. Does that make sense? So the word shop and then 1, shop 2, shop 3, shop 4, and so on and so forth. I think I'm going to have, let me see here, 22 items. We will feature 22 items. So as you're watching, look up top in the banner and it's going to tell you, what numbers associated with that piece we have up for grabs. You can always go back and actually take a look at this show. So we have a recap or a rerun, a replay of this particular show through our website, shoplc.com. You hit the live streaming tab and you can actually watch this show right now from our website, which I always recommend you do because this is a big deal. What happens is during the live streaming broadcast, we actually put on our website every single item that I'll be featuring. So you don't have to wait for anything. You can actually take a closer look at what we have up for grabs. What's up, Victor? How are you? Good to see you. So here's the deal. Today, I'm going to be featuring rubies, okay? The rubies I have up for grabs are going to be from Mozambique. We have Montepuez rubies. We have a lot of different style rubies that'll be up for grabs. But everything, I promise you, is on sale. And as you know, rubies are the king of the gemstones, right? This is a gem that's been around since ancient times, considered to be a true treasure. As we move through each of the designs, I want you to keep in mind you're going to use that code LIVE25. LIVE25 is going to give you access to that 25% discount. I mean, I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity to save even more. So Tyler's in the house with me. We have, we're a team. Couldn't do it without him. And we've got a lot to get through. As I mentioned, 22 items. And I'm going to have stuff. Oh my gosh, yes. Tyler was like, we were looking through the items. Let me just kind of give you a sneak peek at some of the larger. That's a ruby, a real ruby. All of these are genuine rubies. So I think I like to make that statement up front because when you look at the price points we have and the fact that we're able to give you an extra discount on top of the low price, a lot of people are like, can this be real? Is this happening? Right? And some of you are brand new to Shop LC, so you've never shopped with us before. We've been in business as a home shopping network since 2007. We launched the network in 2007. I was fortunate enough to be here on day one when we launched. And then since then, ladies and gentlemen, we've expanded to different platforms, especially with social media being as popular as it is. Digital shopping, digital marketing is the wave of the future, right? I mean, this is the way of the world. Everybody enjoys shopping online now. So I'm going to move pretty quickly through these items. I know that a lot of you are like, look, let's get in, get out. Show me what you got, how much it's going to cost me. I'll have a chance to take advantage. So let's get the party started. I'm going to kick off the show with a very low price point. And I think a lot of you are going to be quite pleased with what we do here. You have a 1.15 carat ruby. This one is from the Montepuez mine. The Montepuez mine is in Mozambique, and this is a mine that recently auctioned off the most expensive ruby in the world. So with the Montepuez rubies, they are going toe to toe with Burma. Burma is a place that has the most sought after and extremely valuable gemstones when it comes to rubies. Burma is the place. It's almost like what Santa Maria is to aquamarine, what Colombian is to emerald. You know, these are places in the world that certain gemstones come from that are considered to be top, tippity top, best of the best. There is no, discussion. So what's happened is because of Burma's politics, a lot of times you can't, there's a ban in export. They can't export. We can't, import. We can't bring them into the United States. You know how it is. We don't get too much into that. But the bottom line is when that kind of stuff happens, nobody can sell Burmese rubies, although Burmese rubies are the most sought after. So they did some research and they hit another basically jackpot with rubies. Rubies that are found in Mozambique, which is Africa. This particular mine, the Montepuez mine, recently auctioned an over $34 million ruby simply because of the caliber and quality of ruby that was found. Right, Tyler? Tyler was like, wow. Can you imagine having extra money and being like at the auction, like 20,000, 22,000? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one ruby. Good night. And where are you putting this thing? Is like, do you have like a fortress and guards that are protecting it? I mean, it's official. If you and I owned a ruby like that, we'd be a museum, like our house. People from all over the world, we charge them just to come over and see. Exactly. You got to pay me to see this thing. Anyways, we're going to give you that same caliber and quality from the same exact mine. The Montepuez ruby is up for grabs. This one is a beauty. And I have to say, I wanted to kick off the show in this way because I wanted all of you that are watching the live stream for the first time to understand that although you're getting the best of the best, you get the best price points. Guess how much? If I were to offer you a $20.25 payment plan option to get your hands on one of the most sought after rubies in the world, would you be interested? I'll wait. $20.25. So we have budget pay, which is a payment plan. A lot of times what will happen is when you go on our website or when you shop during the live streams, you have an amount that's available to you. That amount, ladies and gentlemen, is broken up into different payments. And we have a team that is designated to assign how many months those items are broken up into. It is an in-house payment plan, so there is no credit check. There are no interest payments. It is flat, okay? So all you have to do is have the first payment available on a major credit card. Any taxes that apply, boom, we'll send it out to you, and then you'll have the consecutive months to pay it off. Here's the deal, though. This one on our website right now, which is stunning, look at that. The ruby's a 6x4 millimeter. The carat weight in the center stone is a 57 point. You have zircons in the surrounding area. It's listed at $134.99. It's listed at $134.99. That to me blows my mind. Because throughout the years, I'm a ruby baby. I was born in the month of July. And as I got a bit older and started, making my own money as a young lady, I would search for rubies and find out and be heartbroken. Literally, I'd say to myself, gosh, I guess I'll never have a ruby because of how pricey they are, how costly they are. And I'd rather spend my money on other things, right? This is a different ball game. You have a daughter, you have a granddaughter, you have a sister, your mother has a birthday. Even if she doesn't celebrate a birthday in the month of July, rubies are the king of the gems. They're considered to be what they call the big three. So you have ruby, emerald, sapphire, and they also have diamonds, right? So these are gemstones that are extremely sought after. They're considered to be precious gems. Ruby is like at the top of the list. There's a reason why they call it the king of the gems. And when you think about red and pink, I don't know about you, I always think red, love, red, passion, pasión, red, power. And if you have done any research on high-end luxury collections or even royal collections, oftentimes they share with us what's in the, royal crown jewels or what's in the princess royal, from a certain part of the world, her collection, maybe a bespoke piece that was made just for her. Rubies, you better believe, are on that list. This one is only going to cost you, with the discount, from $134.99. It's $101.24. With the budget payment option, that's where I take you down to $20.25 per month. Everybody qualifies for that payment plan. So you don't have to come up with the $100 to actually get this one home. And I have to be honest with you, this is one of my personal favorites in the show. I wanted to kick off the live stream right. I wanted all of you to kind of get a taste of what I'm going to be featuring. And I also want those of you who have never shopped with us during this live stream, first of all, in the comments section, put your first name if you don't mind. I'd love to shout you out. Let me know where you're watching from. Like the page, share the page, hang out with us some. If you've ever wanted a ruby, let me know. Put in the comments section, I want a ruby. That way I kind of understand who's watching the show right now, and then I have a chance to kind of move through each item back to back and as quickly as possible, because I don't want any of you to miss out on the deals. All right, so this one is 18K vermeil yellow gold over sterling. This one from top to bottom, if I measure the settings, so the gemstone all by itself is a 6x4 millimeter. The center gem is a 6x4 millimeter. The inner halo is done with zircons, natural coffee chocolate color zircons. From top to bottom, the measurement of the setting is going to be 1/3 of an inch. So you have about 1/3 of an inch from one end to the next. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you also have the outer halo, which has white zircon, and the inner halo that has those chocolate brown zircons. So all of that, a complete package, we're talking 1.15 carats for $101.24 if you get it during the live stream. We're able to offer you that price cut right now for a 48-hour period or while supplies last. I think sometimes when I mention that you have 48 hours to take advantage, what we don't always mention as live stream hosts is the fact that they can sell out. This is a limited edition piece. In fact, a lot of pieces that I'm able to schedule, me personally, I can't speak for any other host, but anytime I'm able to schedule a show with the team behind the scenes, I like to pick limited edition pieces because I know they're last in stock. I know that sometimes maybe we haven't had a chance to air them on television, so they've been, in the inventory for quite some time. So that gives me the opportunity to really negotiate and cut prices. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. I'm going to move on from this one, but if you want it, it's $134.99 listed on our website. Because you're watching the live stream, you're going to get the Live 25 coupon code, Live 25. That discounts the item down to $101. And then the budget payment option is not even $25. You're going to put down $20.24. We'll send out the piece plus taxes. Shipping and handling is on us because when you spend $50 or more during the live stream, you get free shipping. What more can you ask for? How about a pair of earrings to go with? How about a beautiful ruby pendant that'll, pair up and match up perfectly? I've got that for you. Make sure you stick around. So that's going to be shop one if you're interested. Remember, Live 25. Live 25 is the coupon. That's what you put in the coupon section. Now, if for whatever reason, I'm always glad to share this information with you because we couldn't do it without our personal shoppers. They are our team behind the scenes that actually work specifically with the live stream audience. So believe it or not, we have a customer service number that we're going to put up where you can give somebody a call and actually speak with somebody directly. If you're a new customer, a new family member, I don't like to call you customer because you're not. You're family. It's official. If that's you, welcome to the family. We are going to be sending you a new member kit. Get registered. It costs you nothing. You don't have to pay a 1-year membership fee in order to get the discounts. All you have to do is get registered. It takes you a couple of seconds, just as you would any other website. The only thing that we ask for is your first name, your last name, an email address, and a 4-digit PIN that you'll never forget. And if you forget it, you can reset it. Because I don't know about you, I got issues. I always forget passwords. Tyler, do you have that issue?
I don't write it down. I don't know it.
The thing is, even if you write it down, you're like, isn't this the one I wrote down last time? But apparently they probably made you change it 2 other times.
No, I'm bad.
And now you're looking at the old school one like, well, isn't this the one I had?
So the only way I can get into anything is my iPhone saves my passwords. And it's like, do you want me to auto log you in?
And I hate that, I know.
Well, if
it's
you can't
true.
scan my face, I can't get in.
That's true.
I just can't get in.
That's a good point. So Tyler has a scanner. They got you to scan your face too?
Yeah, like
see, I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android. I'm
it's
an
like
Android.
The face unlock, kind of like the fingerprint.
Very cool. See, I don't do fingerprint either. I'm like, you're not getting my fingerprint. I don't know.
I had to. I can't remember nothing. So if it wasn't for that, I couldn't even get in my email.
I understand. Hey, different strokes for different folks. You got to make things work for you so that you can make life easy. Right. Well, we're here to make life easy. We're here to make it affordable. Let me step to the side so you can screenshot this number. Yep, that's the 888 number. 835-2237. Personal shopper team. Shout out to them if they're watching. A lot of times they do tune into our live streams, which we appreciate. They can activate the discounts. They can get you registered. They can get you set up. They're gonna give you a warm welcome into the family, and we want you to feel comfortable. Last thing I want us to be out here and, be that bot. I mean, nowadays it's like, who knows what's real, who's real. We're the real deal. We've been in business for 40 years plus. We've been manufacturing jewelry for, that amount of time, but in a home shopping arena since 2007. And we want to make sure, our chairman and CEO, he's quite special. Over the years, I've had a chance to chat with him on several occasions. And one of the things that he usually mentions is we've got to make jewelry and gemstones, gold, precious metals affordable to everyday people. And I'm like, yes, because I consider myself an everyday person, right? I'm not one of these people that walk into jewelry stores and have thousands of dollars to spend. I'm a bargain shopper. So it makes coming to work that much easier for me. And being the host here, at least during the live stream on Tuesdays, I can share this information with confidence and know that you guys are getting the best deal possible. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next Ruby. If you have any questions, concerns, let your sister know. Okay, I'm here for it. My name is Jessica. Put in the comments section if you have any kind of question or concern. I am more than happy to answer that live during the live stream. It is a 2-hour event. We're already 20 minutes into the show, so the heat is on, right? So these are going to be hoops. These are really pretty. These are Niassa, also from Mozambique. The Niassa mine, though, is different from the Montepuez mine. This ruby, I have more than any other ruby in my personal collection. These rubies here are Fisher filled, okay? In parentheses, when you're reading the description, you're going to see FF. F on a school paper, no good. F on a gemstone. What we do, since we do a lot of, we're vertically integrated, we do a lot of cutting and faceting ourselves. Any treatments that gemstones have to undergo, we do that as well. So we like to share the ins and outs of the entire process from start to finish. So if any gemstone is treated or enhanced, we share that information with you. It's something that you don't get from jewelry stores or retail stores. That's just not something, that's not a conversation that they have. Not necessarily because they don't want to, but a lot of those salespeople, they're not trained in it. They don't have access to, some of the information that we do here at Shop LC, vertically integrated. That means that from start to finish, the entire process from sourcing the gemstone, going to the mines, taking that rock in its rough material, the rock form, and then taking it to lapidaries and experts that know how to cut it, buff it, polish it, facet it. We do all of it in-house. The design team puts together. It's an amazing process from start to finish. So Fisher filled, just so you know what it is. I want you to be informed. Fissure filled is just like a fissure or a groove in your tooth. I don't know if you've heard that term before, but I learned it at the dentist. I was like, wait a minute, we have fissures too. So gemstones, just like your teeth, have grooves and fissures that run through that piece of rock or rough. They fill it with minerals, okay, to even out the color. And if you didn't know, gemstones, most of them are treated in some form or fashion. So almost every single gem you can imagine, like 90% of them, are treated in some form or fashion. So this one is a Fisher-filled ruby. And the other one that I just featured is, all of these are earth mined, but some of them have to undergo the treatment depending on the actual material itself. These, what they've done is they brought the very best out of the color in your ruby. You have just over a carat in each ear. So 1.05 carats in one ear, 1.05 carats in the other. You have the king of the gemstones in fancy cuts too. There's pear cut, and you also have, I think you have a couple more keys. Yeah, right in the middle. Look at that. This is one of the prettiest designs because what you have here is not just a single gemstone. Every single gem, I want you to imagine this. Now, I get kind of, when it comes to, I don't want to say nerdy because I really don't like that word. I don't know why people associate that word in a negative way when you are smart or you like to educate yourself or you like to. You just listen. It's a good thing when you want to learn as much information as possible. So you have several gemstones that have to be sorted through in order for you to have that color match. The color, the cut, the clarity, the carat weight, everything has to be spot on. There's no playing around with a multi-gemstone setting. Because if one ruby is lighter than the other, guess what? That's thrown to the wayside. So, an earring style design like this is going to have perfectly cut. So the cut, the clarity, the carat weight, everything has to be spot on. I'm talking about every single gemstone. I've actually seen the sorting process. Remember we talked about being vertically integrated. So, the hosts that have been here for quite some time were all certified. We went to school at the GIA, the Gemological Institute of America. Throughout the years, I've been fortunate enough to be able to travel to some of our facilities, travel to some of the mines. I kid you not. It's just, this experience is like, and this is why I have so much information to offer you because I've been an ambassador for Shop LC since 2007 and have learned the ins and outs of, the art form of jewelry making from start to finish. So all of your gemstones, the gem sorting team has to literally have these little glasses that have like magnifiers and then another magnifier and then another one so that when they're looking at the gemstone, they have to ensure that all of those colors line up and they're the right saturation, the right tone of color. If not, it's over. It's not going to be, what you would expect, right? Now you get your earrings and you're looking at them like, wait a minute, one is lighter than the other. I'm not feeling that. So the process is, it takes time. There's a lot that goes into sorting through gemstones. Now, I did want to give you a heads up on these. These are a nice size. They're going to be just over a half an inch. They're not quite 3/4 of an inch. They are just over a half an inch. And you have all these beautiful gemstones. Did you notice the mill graining? So when you look at the texture in the setting, you're going to see what's called hand mill grading. The reason why it's called that is because it's literally done by hand. It's a technique that has to be done by hand. The actual beaded work that you see throughout, once you get it home, you'll be able to see it a bit closer. That's all done by hand. You do have the hinge style design. The post is going to line up, goes right into the ear. You go ahead and bring that post back. It locks in place. You've got a nice finish. Very classic pair. These are on sale, $20.25. So the same exact price we had on the ring. These are also $20.25 per month. These are 101 out the door. This is going to be a little more carat weight. You actually have 3.7 carats of ruby. And from top to bottom, the hoops. And they're not a traditional hoop. Okay, they're a little bit different than what you would imagine a hoop looking like, but it is a classic hoop. This style has your hinge that locks in place, so they're going to be secure. Once you put it on your ear, you have just a little bit of movement here, so it's not overdone, but I feel like this size of hoop, perfect for every day. If you want the hoop that's not over the top, the hoop that you can still wear in a corporate environment, where you have to be not just casual, but a little more formal. This is definitely that style of earring that is versatile. Versatility is everything for me. And I always mention that when you've got a pair of earrings or a design that you can wear 24/7, I do mention that. And this is that. $20.25. Shop 2 is the number. If you're interested, you're going to put it in the comments section. Why do you want to put shop 2 in the comments section? You're not committed to anything. All you're doing is you're generating a link so that you can take a closer look. Because me showing it to you here, me trying to get in as close as possible into the camera so that you can see it, I feel like it does it no justice, right? When you start shopping online and familiarizing yourself with how it works, when you generate that link, you can go in to the actual item. All the information is posted on our website, so you'll have a close-up shot. You'll have a model's ear. You'll have the measurements. You'll be able to zoom in onto the item. So all the stuff that, maybe I'm not necessarily able to show you here during a live stream, you have access to. And I want you to make the best decision possible, especially since you have a 25% discount. Why not? Rubies on sale. How many jewelry stores can you walk into and say, hey, I have $100. Is there any way I can pay you like $21 today and leave home with, or leave out the door back home with a pair of ruby earrings? They're going to look at you like, really? Like, seriously, did you come in here just kind of playing around? Am I being punked? Like, is there a video camera crew somewhere trying to? No. And that's the thing. King of the Gemstones, real rubies will cost you. They are valuable. They're extremely sought after. They're considered to be precious. And even some of the wealthiest figures in the world, not just America, own rubies. You should too. And that's what we're here for. So this is going to be shop 2. I'm going to keep moving. Shop 3 is what I like to call a bundle deal. Okay. Bundle deals here at Shop LC, because we manufacture in-house, we're able to, in some cases, make sets, items that coordinate beautifully. So what you're going to see here is an opportunity for you to get your hands on this like stately piece of jewelry. This one is, in my opinion, the artist says, look at the filigree work on here. Look at the way they did the two-tone. All of that, by the way, is hand done. Everything has to be done by hand. Why? Because if you're going to do a two-tone finish, you can't mass produce, or you can make the mold, but the finish, when you're polishing and you're finishing it with yellow gold versus the rhodium over sterling, which is what your piece primarily is, you got to add a little more. And every single piece is not yellow gold. So you got to be real careful with that finish. Look how beautifully finished that is. I mean, they are experts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you both pieces. You have a third piece that's part of the bundle. When we make sets, the host will let you know if they miss it when you're on the website. You'll be able to see the additional pieces that coordinate if there are any. So I always recommend that you go to the website. I always recommend when you see a piece that you love, go ahead and put shop. In this case, the number 3, hit the arrow button, right? That's going to generate the link for you. When you go in and you start looking at the piece, you open up the details, you open up the description. Right underneath that, you're going to see if that piece has matching pendant or matching earrings or matching bracelet. With that said, if you decide to get a bundle, if you get, let's just say we made 3 pieces. In this case, you have 3. You have the earrings, you have the pendant with chain, and you have the ring. So if you buy the bundle, you get an extra 15% off the bundle. That's a 3-piece bundle. If you buy a 2-piece bundle, you get 10% off the bundle. But that's not going to negate, that's not going to take away the 25% discount on each individual piece, which is always good news. So if you want the discounts, you still get the 25% off on this beautiful ring. You're going to get 25% off this gorgeous pendant that coordinates beautifully. But once you put it into your shopping cart, guess what we're going to do? We're going to generate more savings for you. Because the more you buy, the more you save. It's only fair. We don't want you to have to pay a ton of money and not, have the opportunity to get your hands on the perfect suite or the perfect set. So that is what we're doing today. Welcome to the Shop LC live stream. If you're just now joining us, do not move a muscle. I'm featuring rubies. My name is Jessica. If you can, we'd love for you to share the page, share it out, like it, and let family members know about this because it's about to get good. So this one, the listed price on our website is $199. What do you have? 2 carats of rubies. Nothing but rubies. Well, you have a couple points, 7 points of zircon. So in between the rubies, to add a little spark into your life, we did add a few zircons in there, but nothing too much where it's going to take away from, the superstar, the ruby. Not that nothing can take over the ruby, right? Rubies are rich, they're red, they're pure. This is our DeJoy collection. So those zircons are actually going to be on both sides of the shank. But you can see the way the filigree work is done here. This is going to be shop 3. The pendant is shop 4. You also have a pair of earrings that match up nicely. We'll show those to you here in just a bit. I don't have them scheduled on the show, but I did want to make you aware of the fact that if you like this two-tone finish, if you're in love with more of like a cluster cocktail design, we got your back. We actually have a matching pair of earrings too that you can get on our website. If not, we've got a few other earring designs that you can choose from, okay? But this is where on the sides here, you're going to have your zircon on the outside. The middle is all dripped and drizzled in rubies. So, you know, everything that you see here really is ruby. And you're going to have anywhere from a 1.5 millimeter ruby all the way down, or all the way up rather, to a 3.75 millimeter ruby. Those larger rubies are right in the middle. Guess how much? Per month, I always give you that budget pay option because it's available. If you don't use it, you lose it. And that's okay. Some of you rather pay upfront the full amount. And then if you do the return, you want the full amount back instead of that budget pay option. So you have budget pay. The payment plan is $29.99. If you do the full payment, the discount goes from $199 to $149.99. So you're actually getting a ruby zircon ring, two-tone finish for $150, which is you are literally, I mean, I don't like to use the word steal because, again, I mean, stealing is not necessarily good. But when you can save a significant amount of money and you know how much it costs you to get your hands on rubies, I mean, it's a hookup. So in addition, before I start showing you the matching pieces, I wanted to make you aware of the fact that we have other options in this style of ring. So what does that mean? So since we're a manufacturer, we have emeralds and we have tanzanite available in this same exact style of setting. So it's almost like a made to order piece. You know, if you have a specific gemstone that you'd prefer, if you'd rather have, you know, you already own ruby and you're like, nah, I really have been wanting to get my hands on an emerald. You have the option of going with the emerald, or even, is that tanzanite or sapphire? I think it's a tanzanite. I'm going to go with my gut and we're going to confirm that here in just a second. So on the bottom, Tyler, or on the over here where you're doing the calculator, it has the different options. Yeah. It's blue sapphire. Ooh, I was wrong. Okay, so the reason why I was saying that is because sapphires can range in color, right? So you have these really beautiful sapphires that are up for grabs. It's a Ceylon. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to get crazy on a live stream. Ceylon blue sapphire. Ceylon is to sapphire what Burmese is to ruby, what Colombian is to emerald, what Santa Maria is to aquamarine. I just literally mentioned the best quality, yes. So Ceylon is there with the cashmere sapphire. This is the best of the best. You're getting the Ceylon sapphire option. Can we blow it up? Can we show it? I'm challenging Tyler now. Tyler's like, whoa.
Big.
I'm making big. So I'm going to have Tyler, I'm going to give him a few minutes because he's probably going to set this up.
Blow it up, Ty.
What I'm doing is, blow it up. What I'm doing, there you go. So this is what I'm talking about. The sapphire here is perfection. And the reason why I thought tanzanite, you can probably see why. Those of you that love your gemstones, you're well aware of the fact that tanzanites usually look this color. Your AA, your periwinkle tanzanite, boom, spot on. Now, you don't want to compare tanzanite to sapphire because sapphire is one of the big threes. Remember, we talked about ruby, sapphire, emeralds. Those are going to be precious gemstones. When you look up gems, they're going to say your top 3 precious gemstones, emerald, sapphire, ruby. Tanzanite, I think, became so treasured because it's another beautiful blue gemstone that a lot of people discovered. Remember, tanzanite was just discovered in 1967, so it's kind of a newbie. I would consider it to be the new kid on the block. Sapphires been around for centuries, right? I mean, sapphires, who knows how long they date back, but they've been around since like ancient times. It's one of the first gemstones discovered, along with emeralds, rubies. I mean, there's evidence of that. So this is one that has long history. This is one that has made a name for itself, and it is, you know, longevity, tried, proven, tested. People love this gemstone. So sapphire is the official birthstone for the month of September. Rubies are the official birthstone for July, And then we also have this style of ring with an emerald in the setting, the green beauty. That's going to be your May birthstone. So if you prefer an emerald or a sapphire, you can always take advantage of that option. I wanted to make you aware of that. Price point on this one is $249. We do have it in different sizes. The ruby, what was the price point? It was also what, $299? Actually, no, the ruby's $199, ladies and gentlemen. So the ruby is discounted. So because it is scheduled for the live stream, and this gives you an idea of how special it is for you to buy during the live stream, the original price on these, $299. During the live stream, we discount it, and then we give you the extra discount. I don't know about you, but I'm like, keep it coming. Anytime I go online before I check out, I'm looking for a coupon online. I'm like, hey, does so-and-so have a coupon? You know, what kind of code? I'm plugging in codes. Nope, not valid. Nope, not valid. Right? And I'm like, I gotta find a coupon. Even when I go in a store now, I'm like, hey, are there any coupons? Am I missing something? So that's just me. Some of you don't, you're not necessarily into that. Yeah, I know. Can you hold this for me? Let me double check. Everybody behind you, there's like a long line of people like, are you serious right now? You didn't have that ready? But, so this ring again is available. This is a ruby special, but I wanted to make you aware that you have other options in this style: the sapphire, the emerald, and the ruby. Now, what do you get with that option? You get a bundle deal opportunity. What's a bundle deal opportunity? As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, we've got matching pieces. And when I say matching, that is the exact same design as this. That's the exact. When you get it home, you're going to be like, she was spot on. I'm not going to steer you wrong. If it didn't go, it just doesn't go. I'd say it coordinates, but it doesn't match. These were made for each other. So shop 3 is going to be the ring. When you look at shop 3, you're going to notice that there are bundle options under shop 3. We've got the pendant with chain out here available. I did want to go ahead and give it a quick measure just in case you're curious to know, because this is a big one. This one from top to bottom is going to be close to, well, no, you're an inch. That's an inch from top to bottom. You also get the matching chain. The chain is 20 inches. The finish on this one, beautifully done. It's got a little bit of like a dome shape. But also the way that it's designed, although once it sits on the neckline, you would imagine it to like puff up. It doesn't. It sits nice and flat on the neckline. It's super comfortable. You've got a really nice look here. And this one is going to be shop 4. So this is going to be shop 4. When you go under shop 4, you're going to notice that the different pendants that match the ring. So let's just say you said, I want the sapphire that's up there, or I want the emerald that's up there. You will also see the options for the emerald and sapphire pendant at $199. The ruby's listed. I'm not too sure what the sapphire or the emerald's listed at. I'll give you that here in just a moment. But it's $249, and then emerald, $249. Okay, so because the ruby has been hand selected during the live stream, you get the extra discount. So you may just want to go ahead and consider the ruby today. That way you can get the maximum amount of savings. I'm just saying. So this is what I was talking about with the shape of the ruby pendant. I love it. You've got the filigree work. Filigree, when we mention filigree, because we do use certain terms that may not necessarily be, on the frontal part of your brain, you may not hear it often. Filigree work is going to be all that kind of, have you seen lattice work? When they have if you look at like a gate or even like a painting or even a piece of artwork. Yeah, like a pie, when you put a pie together and you put the dough, the dough on the top. So that kind of work you see in artistry. Okay. And sometimes the artist, thank you, Tyler. Sometimes the artist, he's just hungry. He or she will add that additional detail to kind of set it apart from everything else. We were talking about this being looking like a pie. That is gorgeous. And we did that one last week, didn't we? Mm-hmm. I feel like we did. Yep. So the artistry and all that detail, perfect. You got that extra pal, that extra little touch. And what they did was so that you can really see, the filigree work, they finished it in yellow gold. And all of that is hand done. It's called pen rhodium. So can you imagine having gold in like a pen device, right, that you can hold, and you're just releasing gold over top of the silver and following that pattern? I mean, it is so cool. One of these days, we'll have some footage for you guys, because I've done some documentaries on the manufacturing process of making jewelry behind the scenes, and we'll have to get some of that footage so I can put some up during the show. But this is beautifully done. A full inch from top to bottom. You've got the two-tone finish. There are zircons in this setting. I mean, come on. If you're looking for matching pieces of jewelry, you can literally pay $30 on budget pay for the pendant with chain, $30 on budget pay for the ring. And then there is also, we do have a pair of earrings that are leverback style that match perfectly in the bundle. So what I would suggest you do is, in the comments section, if you're interested in this beautiful two-tone finish, ruby cluster, the pendant showcases 2 carats, but so does the ring. And both of them are discounted from the $199 price tag you see on our website. When you put the word live and then the number 25 next to it, boom. You put it in the coupon section, it's going to activate the 25% coupon, and you're going to get it for $149.99. So 2 carat ruby pieces, 2 pieces for $300. That's incredible. It does not happen. Shout out. I think my mom is watching. Hey, mama. I told her that we'd have rubies available. She was like, oh, I'm going to be checking out that show, right? Taking notes, taking item numbers down.
All the moms coming in for this one.
It's true. Listen, if you have not shared the page out with your social media family, let them know about Shop LC. Just because you shop with us or know about us doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else does. So we always ask that you share the page, let them know that we're available. Trying to tell people that you know of a place that's selling $150 ruby pieces versus them actually seeing it is a different ball game.
Yeah.
I can tell you many times I've walked into a family gathering and I had a couple Shop LC pieces on. And of course, everybody, they know I'm in jewelry. I not just jewelry. Shop LC sells everything. But initially, when we first launched, that was our baby. We did jewelry. We now do handbags and bed sheets and anything that home shopping networks offer. We are your go-to. So, they would say, oh my gosh, that looks expensive. That's a ruby, or that's a diamond, that's a sapphire. And I'm like, I've been trying to tell you guys, believe it or not, this thing is only, $150, or this thing is only $99. And they just look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I wouldn't steer you wrong. And throughout the years, finally, I've got more family members, more friends actually watching the network than before. And trust me, it takes time. Because you know how people are. They'll go somewhere else and you try to tell them, I've got a better discount. Unless they're like desperate for something. I feel like, even when you give people information, what do they say? You could take the horse to the lake or to the water, but you can't make them drink it. Drink this water.
Lead a horse to water.
Lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Thank you, John. You see that? He comes in, saves the day. But it's true, though. You just can't. You can't. Anyways, that's another show. Don't get me started. Look, my live stream, and it veers off. But the point is, as long as you've done your duty and you've shared it with friends and family members, heck, in no time, they're going to be, ordering ruby pendants and earrings at the same price points you do. And then now you can share jewelry pieces together. You can say, hey, look what I got. Look what I found. Anyways, so yeah, this one is Shop 4. If you're interested, you're paying $29.99 today. One more time. Let me hold up the pendant one more time. It is on a 20-inch chain, just the right size. And this one features 1.94 carats of rubies. You have just a couple points of zircon. There's not very much zircon. There are just a few pieces of zircon strategically placed in the bail. So we're not talking about anything that's super, the superstar of the show is going to be the rubies. And that's what's important. We want you to have more carat weight in ruby than you do anything else, because at the end of the day, that's what you're paying for, right? So yeah, this will be Shop 4. We're going to keep moving. I'm going to move into Shop 5. And as I mentioned, if you want to check out the bundle deal, there is another option underneath the bundle deal where you have a chance to get in on the leverback style earrings. So if you love leverbacks, they're similar to these. They dangle. Wait, is it a lever? No, it's an omega. Can we put those up real quick if you don't mind before we close it out? So it's actually, I want to show these. These are different than the lever box. I think it's important that you see these because actually I don't have anything else in the collection as I look around that is similar to the ones we're about to put up here. And these are going to be $249. These have the free shipping. You are going to get, I think, wait, I don't want to speak too soon. If it's not listed in the show, guys, you may or may not get the 25% discount, but you will get a bundle discount. Okay. So I would speak with the personal shopper team. They're the ones with all the answers. I wish I could tell you I controlled all the prices. We try to get all the bundle pieces scheduled for the show so that you can get all the pieces with the discounts. And I think they'll be able to help you out with that because you are going to get the, if you get 3 pieces, you get 15% off the bundle. If you get 2 pieces, you get the 10% off the bundle. And if you get the ring or the pendant that is scheduled in the live stream, you're also going to get 25% off the ring and 25% off the pendant. That's a lot of discount. So, yeah, get with them. If you have any questions about that, they'll be more than happy to help you. And they can apply all those discounts. The Omegas here, though, I wanted to show this because you have the really nice height. And the Omegas have the hinge on the bottom, so you'll be able to pull that down. You're going to line it up to your piercing and then bring it back up. It holds the earring upright. And you've got this just beautiful, similar design to this. It's not going to be as big. It'll probably be about 3/4 of the size. But that style is going to sit on the ear. I mean, isn't that beautiful? I love designs like that. Because you know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to be able to find ruby deals outside. Well, you know what? I want you to challenge us. I want you to look around to see what other people are pricing rubies at and then come back and let us know what you're finding out there. I mean, I'm speaking from experience on my end. I can't speak on, the things that you go through, but anywhere in Austin, this city where our studios are, nobody is doing rubies for $199. And if so, it's definitely not going to be like the $199 2-carat we just did in the ring. Or the $199 2-carat we just did in the pendant. It might be a little teeny tiny, ruby that's 1/4 carat in silver, maybe. But remember, 2 carats in the ring, 2 carats in the pendant. These are going to be 2.15 carats. Price point on these, $249.99. Keep in mind that bundle deal does apply. If you add a third item to the bundle, 15%. If you just do the 2, you're going to get an extra 10% off, okay? Any questions, please let me know. I would love to answer all the questions that you have during the live stream. That way you can kind of shop with confidence. You know what you want, and wait till you see some of these pieces coming up. We're just getting the party started. You guys ready for the next one? Shop 5. Shop 5. Let's go, Thailand. Woo! John, have we gotten an update on music?
Not yet. Not yet.
I know, I'm being crazy. No, it probably, it's funny because a lot of the live streams that you watch elsewhere, you have a little music going and all that. But it's true, though. With Shop LC, we're a little more conservative than some of those live streams. And we want to make sure we give you enough information so you can make the best decision because this is serious business. This is serious, right? These discounts are deep. It's not a game. All right. So coming up next, we have a 2.1 carat. This is a beauty. This next piece has a 7 by 5 millimeter center stone. I love this one. So that's a 97 point. It is a Montepuez ruby. Remember we talked about the Montepuez mine. This particular mine is in Mozambique. This is the mine that recently birthed the most expensive auctioned ruby in the world. So of all the gemstones in the world, what's interesting, ruby is the highest auctioned gemstone in the world still. And you've got Paraiba tourmalines right now that people are purchasing at top dollar, thousands, hundreds of thousands. But this particular ruby from the Montepuez mine, 34.8 million, if I'm not mistaken, for a single ruby, piece. I mean, is it beautiful? Absolutely. But first of all, I don't know if I had that kind of money. Would you guys, if you had $100 million, would you buy a $30 million plus ruby? Would you? I don't know. Some people Some people that have all the money in the world are willing to spend that kind of money, and then some people are very frugal. I think I'd be that frugal person.
I think I'd be frugal too.
Yeah, I'm just frugal. I just am. I'm not Have you read the book Millionaire Next Door? They talk about how, that millionaire is driving around in the Honda Accord.
Yeah.
That's me. We ride the cars till the wheels fall off. We do what we have to do. Everybody's different, and there's no wrong or right, no right or wrong, but I'd be that person. So no, I wouldn't be at the auction talking about 30 million. Nope. Get me one that's $199, please.
You get 2 islands for that.
I know, right?
Let's be smart about this.
And an all-inclusive, right? Build something on there so people are coming to the island and you can make some money off of that investment. John said, we got to be smart about this. So true. All right, so this one here is 2.1 carat. It's very classy. You have moissanites in the setting. And this one features taper baguette moissanites. You also have round cut moissanites. This one is in 18K vermeil yellow gold. It does come with a 20-inch chain ready to wear. Good news is it's going to be a bundle deal. If you love that style, if you love how classy that ring is, we're going to feature a matching, if you love the pendant, we're going to feature a matching ring to go with it. So this one here is only going to cost you $29.99. We're on a roll today. I bet you didn't think you'd be watching this show and spending, less than $200 on all these beautiful rubies. Incredible deal here. So the pendant with chain is let's see, from top to bottom, you have just under an inch. It's not quite a full inch, but you're close to it. Okay, you're just under an inch. Let me see. You're not even, actually, you're right at 3/4 of an inch. So you got a nice size. On the back end, beautifully finished. If you're interested, shop 5, shop 5, shop 5. If you want to get the best discount, you got to get in during the live stream. This is a 5-star rated item. You want to save the maximum amount of money. The original price on this one, $299, discounted at $199. You get the 25% discount when you apply the live 25 coupon code. Boom, you're getting it for $149.99 for a ruby, for a 1 carat ruby. The center ruby all by itself is a 97 point to 1 carat. It's incredible. Also the ring, because I know that, a lot of us, we look at pieces of jewelry and we think, wow, I wish I had a matching piece to go with it. Listen, we've got your back today. Shop 6 is going to be the matching ring. Shop 6 is we want to, listen, you compare the size of the rubies, you've got both of these rubies that are pretty much the same size. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and load up Shop 6 so you see what we have here, and I want to give you the discount. So $29.99 for the pendant with chain. The ruby ring is also the same price, $199.99. With that discount, you're down to $149.99. You're now paying the $29.99 per month. I don't want any confusion. In the comments section, if you're interested in any of these pieces we have up for grabs that I'm on, in the comments section, you're going to put the word shop, and then in this case, the number 6 next to it. Hit the arrow. What the arrow does is it generates a link for you, okay, once you send it off. That link you're able to click on, see the ins and outs, all the details on each of the pieces. When you see them, you're going to see the prices listed as is. How do you get the discount? You're going to put live 25 in the coupon code section. If for whatever reason you're having a hard time, it's not applying, you're not seeing those discounts, you can always get with our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to assist. They can go ahead and process the order with the discount, but we want to hook you up, okay? So both pieces are $149.99. Once again, you have 2 beautiful matching ruby pieces that you're getting for $300. And then I just tossed the ruler. That's how excited I got. And then, ladies and gentlemen, on top of that, it's a bundle deal. So you get the discount on each piece individually, 25% off the ring, 25% off the pendant. When you put them in your shopping cart, you can actually get the extra discount on top of that. So you've got a lot of options here. You don't necessarily have to get both pieces, but if you're interested in the matching piece, why not? Why not hook yourself up with, something luxurious? I mean, here's the thing. I will be completely honest. Transparency, full transparency. The pendant is a little more limited in stock than the ring. The ring typically comes in several sizes. Let me double check here on my sizes. I think we have sizes 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to double check to see if we have any others. Yeah, we're 5, and 10. So we have 5, 6, 7, and 10. 8 and 9 are sold out. 10 is still available. If you're interested, go ahead and snag the size you need and then get the matching pendant to go with it. Since it is discounted with the 25% off and you put it in the shopping cart, you get an extra 10% off. Might as well add up all the discounts so you can, maximize the savings. It's here. Shop 6 is in the comments section when you're shopping during the live stream, that's what you're going to put in the comments section to generate the link that's going to give you access to each of the items as we continue to move. Okay? Any questions? Let me know. I'm here for it. My name is Jessica. You're watching the Shop LC live stream. We are featuring ruby after ruby after ruby. Coming up next, I've got some lever bag style earrings. This is going to be Shop 7. And these are beautiful. Every single piece has been next level. I mean, as I look to the side of me, we are going to be going higher end. So if you were curious to know whether or not I'm going to feature AAA grade rubies, any rubies in 10K, we will. We've got some Rhapsody pieces, 950 platinum rubies. So we've got a lot to show and everything is discounted. So stick with me as long as possible. And here's another thing. If you're watching on our website, shoplc.com, you hit the live streaming tab. If we are live at that very moment, you can actually see all the items that are listed before I get to them. And if you don't want to wait for the 2 hours to kind of pass by and hope that the piece you're interested in is next, you see it further down on the list, you can always let me know. Hey, Jessica, I'd like to see the DeJoy piece that you have here that's 2.35 carats. Maybe shoot me the item number. Let me know how it looks, and I'll bring it forward. So that is an option for you. We have no problem doing that for our live stream shoppers. These are coming up next. This is Shop 7. Lever backs. Yes, these are so pretty. The lever back style design is going to feature 1.2 carats of ruby. You have 6x4 millimeter gemstones in these, beautifully finished front and back. Let me hold them steady for just a moment so you can see that. I love the movement. I love the dangle that you get from a lever back. You get 6x4 millimeter stones. Each one is let me see here. They are 60 points apiece. Okay. So each one is 60 points a piece. One of these days, I'm going to get the flyaways to go away. Do we have any hairspray, Tyler? any oil? Good night. That's what happens when you have naturally curly hair and you blow dry it. Sheeshums. I can use that. Hook assist that. Just slide it over here. Get these flyaways under control. They got it. Look. They didn't understand the assignment. You know what? The Duval? I think I'm going to do the Duvals. By the way, if you guys are into natural oils, we do sell this stuff here at Shop LC. If you have not heard of the jojoba or actually it's the jojoba that I'm using. Look at what it does look at that. And you know what I love about this oil? It doesn't look too greasy. Sometimes with oils, you kind of lose the body and the oomph. And then now you've got something that, doesn't necessarily do what you want it to do. Look at me I'm selling jojoba right now. Hey, it's a live stream. It's a different ball game.
We got everything.
We got everything on our website. Hey, Greg. Good to see you. So live, which one? Live 50? Wait, live 50. I'm not too sure, Greg, which one you're wanting. Let us know what item number. If it's this one here, Shop 6. Okay, so you're gonna put SHOP and then the number 6, just like it looks up top. This is Shop 7. So you're gonna put SHOP and then no space between it. Don't put a space. Just put it as is. SHOP 6, SHOP 7, SHOP. There you go. You got it. There you go. Perfect. We went ahead and generated that for you so you can check it out. But Greg, thank you so much for that. These lever backs are all that and then some. Look how pretty they are. These are 18K vermeil yellow over sterling. These feature your rubies. In this case, as I mentioned, they're just over 60 points a piece. So you have over a half carat. That 18K vermeil yellow gold finish is mwah, to die for. I love it. And these you're going to get the extra discount on. So they're listed at $309. You have 2.5 carats. They are AAA grade. So now we're starting to see the grading on the ruby. When you start grading rubies, they have to meet the criteria in order to be graded top notch. You have 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. 4A is going to be the highest grading a gemstone can receive. Your 3A is going to be top, right there with the 3, 4A, right? So what you have here is a very unique style too. The ruby itself is going to be AAA, but look at the detail even from the side. Look at what the artisans have added. That's going to be yellow sapphire and white zircon. So you have yellow sapphire and white zircon. And I'm glad that we're able to do this because this blows it up nicely. On the sides, you have those, and confirm for me, it's not moissanite, it's white zircon, right? Yeah, it is white zircon. So you're going to have 78 white zircons, which is beautifully done. And tell me if you can see this. I know I've got my mother watching who's probably gonna let me know. I know some of you are letting your moms know about Shop LC. Also, Greg, I know that you're probably interested in this. So let me know if you're able to see the detail here on the side. Are you seeing that? That's a bezel set yellow sapphire. You have this beautiful white zircon outline throughout the entire setting. Nicely finished here on the back end. You have the lever that you'll pull back, and then once you get them into the piercing, that's going to line up beautifully to help support the earring. These are perfect. We have this design with other gemstones in the setting, but the ones that are currently on sale are going to be the ruby, the yellow sapphire, white zircon combo. These are listed at $309.99. Did I bring my water in? I think I left it. These are listed at $309.99. And with the discount, we're talking $232.50. $232.50. And voila, you get these beautiful ruby, yellow sapphire earrings that have the white zircon as well. So these are bad. Like, who's bad? Doom, doom. Yeah, like a good bad. But these are on super sale. This one's going to be Shop 7. Shop 7, and let me get these measured. Your total weight is 2.5 carats, okay? 2.5 carats in the total weight. These from the very top to the bottom are measuring at an inch. An inch. So you've got something really special here. Really special. With the halo, perfection. Leverback style earrings, you've got the dangle, the movement, the extra detail. That way as they hang off the ear, everybody can see how designer they are. This is up for grabs. That's going to be Shop 7. We've now moved on to Shop 8, which is next. Shop 8, ladies and gentlemen, is a good one. This is extraordinary. This combination of gemstones here is quite special. We don't usually do this combo, so I wanted to point this out. So the breakdown here is going to be the ruby in the center. That ruby in the center. Let me give you millimeter size. Let me give you carat weight. Let me give you everything you need to know, because this is huge. You're not even ready for this. It's not small. This is probably the largest ruby we have in stock. Shop 8 rather. Shop 8, Shop 8, Shop 8. You put it in the comments section. You hit the little arrow, the send button. It's going to generate a link. You're not committed to anything. You just get to take a closer look, right? So the 14 by 7 millimeters, an elongated oval. The elongated oval is coming in at 4.93 carats. 4.93 carats. You also have the 8 moissanites. And is the green gem, Tyler, going to be Savarite? Oh, you are so sweet. Is the green gemstone going to be Savarite garnet, or is it Russian diopside? So we got chrome diopside. Okay. So what you have here, thank you, Tyler. Tyler's so sweet. He heard me say I don't have my water, and here he goes bringing me some water. Appreciate you. So this one has your chrome diopside, which is 100% natural, that green beauty. Look at, are we seeing the same? I mean, let me just step back. Are you all seeing what I'm seeing here? You guys see how next level that design is? I mean, we're talking about big, bold, beautiful. Not the soap opera. Not the big, the bold, and the beautiful, right? The soap. Although probably somebody on the soap opera will be rocking that. Look how pretty that is. Now it is a bit loose on me. It's a little bit larger. This one's on sale. $199.99. And that's before the discount. With the discount, one of our largest rubies during the live stream, I've been able to get a markdown on it. $149.99 with the 25% discount. The estimated retail replacement value on this is going to be $1,269. You're getting it today. This is like the biggest value of the show. $149.99. With the budget payment option, $29.99. I mean, what more can I say? What more can I say? I've got a lot of people who are looking to get the biggest values money can buy, and this ruby is definitely it. You have chrome diopside, which is 100% natural, only found one place in the world this caliber, Siberia. You have a gemstone, the Nyasa ruby. This one is going to be, we said 14 by 7. The ruby itself is almost a 5 carat, 4.93 carats to be exact. Then you have the white zircon. The setting on this is perfect. When you see the entire piece, from top to bottom. So this is, remember, 25%, live 25. That's going to take you from $199 to $149. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, gentlemen, if you're looking for something special for your sweetie pie, ruby's the way to go. Love, passion, power. 3 things that rubies represent. Of course, the color of ruby represents, love. I mean, that's anytime you see the color red or pink, femininity, love. There's something really special about this design. So this one, hold on. Let me just make sure. This one we took down. Oh, by the way, 5-star rated. You know what? Let's take some time out to go ahead and share a testimonial real quick, and then we're going to pick up the pace and move pretty quickly from this point on. I want to share some of the testimonials, and you can go to our website at any time and see what people are saying about some of these pieces. So Suzanne says, DeJoy Nyasa Ruby multi-gemstone ring. The ring is so beautiful. Old, worldly beauty and charm. And that's exactly what I thought about this one too. Carol goes on to say, absolutely beautiful, 5-star rated. Deborah says, one word, beautiful. Rose said, open the box in the sun and wow. My friends couldn't believe it was that beautiful and sparkly. Another testimony on this one, Debbie says, gorgeous. I love this ring. It's so vibrant and all of the gemstones are clear. That's right, the band Debbie is so shiny. I can't take my eyes off of it. So these are the testimonials that are coming in from everyday people that own our pieces, that purchase from us on a regular basis. And I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to, experience Shop LC so that you can have your own testimonial about the pieces that you buy, so that people could stop you and say, oh my gosh, all the friends, all the family members that you hang out with, they're going to be like, where are you shopping, girl? You got to be spending thousands of dollars because all these new pieces are just next level. Tell them Shop LC. And hopefully they'll start joining us on a regular basis so they don't miss out, because these discounts only available during the live stream. If you wait, regular price $199, which is fine. That's a great price. If you get it now in the next 48 hours, if it's available, you got to get it now. You're going to spend $149.99 because you get the live 25% discount, or live 25 discount, which is 25% off. So you've got some options here. Okay, 30-day money back guarantee on this one. Get it home, feel it, try it on, see it, and then decide on what you're going to do. This one coming up next, Shop 9. Shop 9 is up next, and then I've got Shop 10 alongside of it. Beautiful earrings. How many of you have been wanting the perfect pair of ruby earrings, ruby diamond earrings? Because I've got the perfect halo style design that's going to be up for grabs here in just a second. We're going to start with this one. This one is a royal ruby AAA grade. It's a carat and a half. The ruby all by itself is a 1.17. You have 38 diamonds, earth mine, diamonds, real diamonds. And this one is nearly 22 points in the round cut diamonds. And then you also have some baguettes as well. I'll give you the breakdown here in just a second on those baguettes. But 38 round cut diamonds, and then you have the taper baguette diamonds. You have 2 of those. I mean, what more can you ask for? Perfection. That's over 1/4 carat of diamonds. And that center ruby is going to be over 1 1/4 carats. Or actually 1.17 to be exact in the ruby. This one is discounted. It's listed at $239. Can you imagine $239 for this? $239 for this ring. Plus, you have these earrings as well that are coming up, which are going to go with everything. So just a heads up. With the discount at $239.99, your price goes down to $179.99. Who'd have thought that rubies would be this affordable? Am I the only one that's excited about this? Because this is amazing. Rubies are not affordable elsewhere. They're valuable. They're extremely sought after. They're one of the oldest gemstones known to man. They're considered to be precious. You put diamonds in the mix, forget about it. You're going to pay thousands of dollars. Welcome to Shop LC. We're a manufacturer first. We're vertically integrated. We now pass on the savings directly to you, factory direct, and you have a chance to let everybody know about us. I mean, I'm the walking billboard for Shop LC. I don't know how you feel about that, but people are going to stop and ask you about it. You want the ring? It's on sale. It's listed at $239.99. If you wait, that's the price, which is fantastic. If you get it during the live stream today, you're going to get it for $179.99. That's available for a 48-hour period or while supplies last, because keep in mind, a lot of times these items sell out during the live stream. So just a heads up on that, okay? We're going to go ahead and keep moving. Next one, earrings, Shop 10, beautiful. These have halo of diamonds. These are going to have 6x4 millimeter rubies. Each ruby is going to be just over 65 points a piece, over 1/2 carat. The rubies are over 1/2 carat. You have 44 diamonds coming in at 22 points. So you have 11 points of diamonds in each ear. These are beautiful. So while they're sitting on the stand, I will measure them. They're at about just over 1/4 of an inch. I'd say about 1/3 of an inch with the diamonds. Millimeter size on the ruby is 6x4. You get an acrylic disc back with these, which is quite nice. It really supports everything. And these are on sale. You can get them in an oval, and I think they also have a round cut available if you wanted a different cut, but these are on sale. These are $309. The round cuts are on sale for $299. I don't know how the round cuts are a little more on sale than the others. I will say that with the ovals, 5-star rated, both of them are 5-star rated. If you wanted to take a look at the round cuts as well, you put Shop 10 in the comments section, generate the link by hitting that arrow down here. It's going to generate a link that you can click on. You can start looking at the item. You'll see that you have the different cuts available. Right now we're featuring the oval cut. Oval cuts are listed at $309.99. With the discount, you're getting these for $232. So instead of you paying $309, you're getting these for $232.50. $232.50. So just an FYI on that. So that's going to be $46 per month if you use the payment plan option. Payment plan options are available to everybody. As long as you have a credit card with that down payment, you're good to go. We'll ship it out to you. You'll have it, 30-day money back guarantee. You don't love it, you can always send it back. Also, free shipping during the live stream when you spend $50 or more. That's out there. Any questions, let me know. But yeah, these are 5-star rated, and they're beautiful. That's a classic, elegant pair of ruby diamond earrings. They're going to have all baguettes. Okay, these are taper baguettes. Obviously, in a halo, they've got to taper them in so they can fit right. But those are beautiful. When you get them home, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe these people let me get away with, buying a ruby. This good looking, that much carat weight for so little money. So yeah, so that's going to be shop 10. We're going to move on to shop 11. Now, shop 11 is a bundle deal. Shop 11 and shop 12 are a bundle. Bundle, nice cluster design. Instead of the ruby in the center being like just one center giant gemstone, this one is going to be $229 listed price, but you've got a discount of 25% off. And then here's the matching ring. Okay, so $229.99 for the pendant with chain. With the 25% discount, you're at $172.50. $172.50. Now, if you go ahead and measure these, wow. With the bail, you are at 1.25 inches from top to bottom. 1.25 inches. If you go straight across, just over 1/2 inch. Ooh, this one is gorgeous. I love the design on this. So with the discount, $34.50 for the pendant with the chain. How much carat weight do you have here? We're talking 4 carats. The rubies are 4 by 3 millimeter. You have 12 of them, a dozen rubies in the setting, 2.63 carats just in the ruby. Rest of the carat weight is coming from, actually you have some larger rubies that are 1/4 carat a piece. And then you have 21 white zircons. So natural white zircons throughout the setting. The actual ring is similar. Well, actually they're matching pieces. This is a bundle, right?
Yes.
Let me double check so it is a bundle deal. The ring is listed at $239. The pendant is listed at $229. So you've got a bundle opportunity here. What is a bundle deal? I've said this and I will, because we have new shoppers. So when you bundle, you get matching pieces. Each one is discounted 25% off. But then when you put it in the shopping cart, you get an extra 10%. If you do a bundle, that's 2. If you do a bundle of 3, you get 15%. So the more you buy, the more you save, people. Now let me put the ring on. Gosh, this one is so pretty. I cannot believe what you're getting for the money here. Stunning. I mean, this speaks for itself. Shop 11 on the pendant, shop 12 for the ring. Shop 11, shop 12, shop 11, shop 12. Bundle deal, right? The $229.99 for the pendant, $239.99 for the ring. The ring is going to be 4.15 carats. The pendant is 4. So you're getting a little more carat weight in the ring versus the pendant. Obviously with the chain, I mean, you're making out. Both of these pieces match perfectly. You get them both $35.99 on the budget pay for the ring. Because remember, the ring is listed at $239.99. With the 25%, it takes the ring down to $179. You have different sizes in the ring, so look for your size in the ring. And I think we have sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the ring. Now, this particular suite, I wanted to point out, if you love the look and you were thinking, I wish it came in sapphire or emerald, it does. And let me double check that ring is a sapphire and not a tanzanite. Ceylon blue sapphire. So this exact same design comes with either the rubies that you see here, or you can replace the ruby and get sapphires, or get the one with the emeralds. And these two pieces have the matching, bundle option. So when you select whatever gemstone you want in the setting, right now we've got the rubies on sale, but if you select the emerald or you select the sapphire, you also get a discount on that bundle. You'll have to check it out in order to take advantage of that, okay? So any questions on that, please make sure you let me know. I wanted to show you the back end, beautifully finished on the pendant with chain. Nicely done, very thick. These pieces are not, no cut corners, no skimping, nothing lightweight. I also wanted to go ahead and show you the back end of this. That is beautifully done. You want to talk about exquisite designs, exceptional quality, outstanding values? That's what we've got here. Exquisite designs, excellent value. It just, the list goes on and on. exceptional quality. So the next, that was shop, remember shop 11 was the pendant with chain. That one was $229. With the discount, we were down to the $172. The ring, the ring is, wait.
This is the bundle price.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Tyler gave me the bundle special. So if you bundle the deals, remember you're getting the discount on top of the discount. Each piece 25% off. You bundle, put it in the shopping cart, you get another 10% off the bundle. Okay? You could still use the payment plan option for both pieces. You don't have to put out all that money up front. You can always make payments, which I always recommend you do. You know, if you love something, treat yourself. Treat yourself to something special. Take advantage of that 30-day money-back guarantee. That way you can experience the quality, the exceptional quality, the exquisite designs, and the outstanding values we feature. All right, on to the next one. One of my favorites is coming up next. We've got some back-to-back pieces that are sensational. This one right here, whoa. Look at that ruby. This is going to be the ruby in yellow gold. This one's a 2.35 carat. It's 18K yellow gold over sterling. This is going to be the one in rhodium over sterling. Okay? These are affordable rubies. Some of you are like, how affordable are we talking? Can you imagine being able to get your hands on a ruby that's a 1.85 carat this quality for less than $400? What if I told you it was under $3? So right now this ruby is listed on our website at $359.99. $359.99. With the 25% discount, you're getting the ruby for $269.99. $269.99. So you have an option of budget pay at $53.99. Is it? When you get this ruby home, you're going to be like, I cannot believe they sold this to me for under $275. $269. That's it. That's all you're spending. $269. So yeah, the ruby, let me give you the breakdown. The ruby's an 8x6 millimeter. That's a 1.85 carat. You have 50 moissanites, 14 points. Those are moissanite. You have the D shape, so these are fancy cuts. Each one is going to be 9 points apiece right there on the side. And then the rest of them are going to be smaller pieces of moissanite, which are perfect. I'm telling you, if you're looking for top-notch quality, this is the way to go. Please make sure you're taking advantage. Because right now, this particular ruby moissanite ring is listed at $359. You get it today or tomorrow while supplies last, you're getting the 25% off. How do you get that? Live 25 is the coupon. And it takes you from $359.99 down to $269.99. I know, I boom, drop the mic. So that's a deal. That's going to be shop 13 if you're interested. Shop 13 on this beautiful ruby ring. See, who'd have thought that you'd be able to get gifts for like your sister, your mom, or yourself and not have to spend more than $500? There's one last look at the ruby. We're going to go ahead and keep moving. All right, so coming up next, we have the rhodium over sterling piece. They're calling this one the snowflake ring, I believe. Yeah, snowflake. This one features an 8x6 millimeter. It's a 1.9 carat ruby. You also have the diamonds, 52 diamonds. These are earth mine. Wow. Wow. Okay. So you have tons of diamonds here. 8x6 millimeters center stone. Look at the way they set these diamonds. Look at the way they cut the diamonds. So you have round cut diamonds and you have baguette cut diamonds. They're intertwined and beautifully set. 30 taper baguette diamonds coming in at 22 points. 52 round cut diamonds coming in at 28 points. That's giving you nearly a perfect half carat of diamonds. The ruby all by itself, 1.9. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 2.4 carats of ruby and diamonds. That's incredible. That is incredible. So this particular design is a big deal. So was the other one. But if you love your white gold, your white metal, this one's going to be rhodium. Rhodium is a part of the platinum family. Rhodium is hypoallergenic. Rhodium's not going to tarnish. So we've added the rhodium there. The setting itself from top to bottom is just over a half an inch. This is big, bold, and beautiful. A piece that people are going to be like, he or she must have spent thousands of dollars on it, because you would. Any of these pieces you'd be spending thousands of dollars on. I mean, these rubies are not, look, any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments section. Again, that carat weight, 1.9, just under 2 carats in the ruby. I'm just referring to the ruby. 52 round cut diamonds, and then you have some of those taper baguette diamonds, 22 of those. Mwah. It's a beauty. If you want to take advantage of the deep discount, this one is listed at $334.99. Any other day of the week, that's what you're going to close at. You shop online, it's more than likely going to be right around $350. Today, it's going to be $251. So I've got a nice discount on it, $251.24 with the payment plan option. You're paying $50.24 or 25 cents, right? Keep in mind there are some taxes that apply to your city. You are spending $50 or more, so you're going to get free shipping, but you have a 2.4 carat ruby diamond ring coming home to you for less than $300, for $251. That's an out the door one-time payment. And then of course you have that payment plan option. You are winning today. If you don't get your ruby from this show today, I don't know what I can do. Now there is a bundle deal option. We have a pair of leverback style earrings on the website that you can take advantage of. But on set, I have the matching pendant. The matching pendant is going to be $334.99. $334.99. The exact same style, the design, the elegance. I mean, this is top tier. Top tier. This one's listed at $334.99, 5-star rated. This one is going to be about an inch from top to bottom. Yes. Yes. You have the chain that comes with it. Now remember, the more you bundle, the more you save. So from top to bottom, from the bail to the bottom, that's measuring at an inch. The more you bundle, the more you save. You bundle the ring with the pendant. You get both the ring and the pendant at the discounted price, because they're both listed at $334.99 on our website. Of course, during the live stream, we're going to offer you the 25% discount. With the 25% discount, you always have the payment plan option. If you're interested in using that payment plan option, you can. That's going to be $50.24. So you do 50, 24 times 2, because if you get 2 pieces, that's going to be about $100. $100 and like 50 cents. And then you're going to discount it some more. Because when you bundle 2, you get discounts on both of those pieces, but then you get an extra 10% off the bundle. And if you bundle 3, I think the earrings are listed at $399. Those are leverbacks. Those are a little more expensive. They're a little more carat weight. You've got 2 rubies in the setting, $399 for the earrings. And in order to check those out, all you have to do in the comments section is put either shop 15 or shop 14. When you put those numbers, it's going to generate the link. That item's going to come up. You're going to look for the bundle special, and that'll show you the earrings. Okay, so you have to check that out. But that, my friends, is huge. To have the chance to get your hands on something as beautiful as this, and if you love white gold or platinum or your precious metal, your white metals, that is perfect. So you've got a really nice opportunity to take advantage of something spectacular. You love high-end, kind of ritzy, luxury pieces. This is definitely that design, but it's done in precious metal to make it much more affordable. And you also have the rhodium finish, which is part of the platinum family. It's hypoallergenic. It won't tarnish. So you're winning. You're winning on every level. And that's what we want for you. All right. So now we move on. Let's see. We're at shop 16. And I only have a few more pieces left. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And trust me, it's going to go by quickly. Coming up next, I've got the band style design. This is the very first band I have to offer. This one, now we're moving into your gold pieces. So this is 14K white gold. I have the next piece, which is 10K yellow gold. I have a pendant that's 10K yellow gold. I have a ring that's 10K yellow gold. I have another ring that's 14K. So from this point on, we're transitioning out of platinum and rhodium or yellow gold over sterling. We're moving into gold or platinum, pure platinum. So this is a certified and appraised 5-stone. These are AAA grade. When you buy our Luxotto collection or our Ileana or Rhapsody collection, these pieces come with certificates of authenticity, and some of them come certified and appraised. When it says certified and appraised, that means you get the certificate. In a lot of cases, you'll be able to click on the certificate so you can view it. Sometimes we show it on air, but either way, we're gonna take on the cost of the certificate. We do that for you. We don't do it in-house. We send it off. It's actually done by the AGI. The certificate of authenticity is done by us, and then we send some of these pieces out to the Accredited Gemological Institute, and they give you replacement values and other really cool information that's helpful to you if you decide to pass the ring down to the next generation or resell it. Look at that. So this one is 1.5 carats. You have 5x3 millimeter stones, each one AAA, AAA, AAA. Look at the matching there. Every single one of these, the color, the cut, the clarity, the carat weight, perfectly matched. Unparalleled beauty. So 5 stones and 14K. The 14K white gold setting is going to be right around 5 grams minimum. We do have different sizes. Now, this is a clearance item, so this is a final sale. I was able to get you a deeper discount on this one. The original price was $1,599. With the clearance, I was able to take it down several $100. You're at $1,039.99. With the 25% discount, because you still get the 25% discount, the ring is only going to cost you $779.99. And these are octagons. These are fancy. The octagon cuts tend to be a little more expensive. The ovals are your everyday cut. Octagons and anything else outside of that, those are considered to be fancy. So you spend a little more money on the fancy cuts. This one, again, the listed price is $1,039. We got you the discount from $1,599 and 14K. You got 5 grams of 14K. We all know how expensive gold is right now, right? So we discounted it. We took it down to $779.99. This is a unisex piece. This could be a gem's ring. The detail, the design, unisex. Okay, why? Because you have the octagons, right? The actual cut of the rubies, the texture on both sides of the shank, the wideness in the band. This is definitely a unisex piece. It is on clearance, so it's a final sale, no returns, but you get the deepest discount. We were able to give you almost $500, pretty much $500 off the original price. And then we're going to give you another 25% off to make sure that you are well taken care of. So you're under $800 here, $779.99. That's your price. Out the door with the budget pay. Well, you can do the payment plan option. $155 per month for that beauty. $155. $155 will get you a 14K white gold setting that's 5 grams. $155 will get you 5 rubies, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 that come in at 1.5 carats. So all of that is ruby. And remember, we talked about texture with men's pieces. A lot of guys don't necessarily want any frills, just a little texture, a little detail, which is exactly what you have here. The sizes that I have, I think are, what's the smallest size here? Is it 8.5?
6 to 12.
So sizes 6 through 12. Thank you. I just noticed that. I apologize, Tucker. So yeah, so sizes 6 through 12 we have in this particular style, this design. So yeah, discount. It is on clearance. This one is a final sale, no returns, but we were able to save you hundreds on top of hundreds on top of hundreds because remember the original price was $1,599. Right now we have it listed at $1,039. Since you're watching the live stream, if you get it in the next 48 hours, we're going to give you the extra 25% discount, which puts you down to $779 and some change. Okay? So that is shop 16. We're going to go ahead and move on to shop 17 next. Any questions? Please make sure you let me know. This is where we move into Another men's piece. Actually, it's a unisex. Well, it's a little more feminine. It depends on the guy, you know. But this one is set. This one is actually designed for the ladies. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. You have the river of diamonds underneath, and you have champagne diamonds. So this is our 2-carat AAA Mozambique special. They're natural champagne diamonds, natural white. You have princess cut white diamonds. You have champagne diamonds from the Argyle mine that are round cut. This is a beautiful ring. This one's set in 10K yellow gold. This one's a regularly priced item. You do get a discount, but you have the 30-day money back guarantee. I think we've only done one clearance item, which was the one we just had. That's the only one that was on clearance final sale. All the rest, 30-day money-back guarantee, free shipping and handling, 25% coupon. You get sizes 5 through 11 in this style. And if you prefer an emerald or a sapphire, we're able to provide you with the emerald or sapphire option, okay? This one is a 5-star rated, $1,599 is where it's listed. But we've got the 25% discount. So with the 25% discount, it takes you down to $1,199, $1,199.99, which is awesome. That's awesome. Because, okay, why is it awesome? You're probably asking. Because it's 10K yellow gold. Because the ruby all by itself, I'm going to give you the breakdown on the ruby. If you're just now joining the live stream, welcome in. My name is Jessica. If you have any questions, we're hosting a ruby special. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube should be watching this live. And with the discounts we're able to offer you, we can give you the extra 25% off right now during this show. So the breakdown here, let me show it to you real quick. By the way, shout out to Patsy who just joined. 7 by 5 millimeter, 1.35 carat. 1.35 carat in the center. Okay? 1.35 carat in the center. That's just the ruby. Then you have 54 natural champagne diamonds coming in at 26 points. So you have just over 1/4 of a carat of the champagne. If you haven't experienced different colored diamonds, welcome to the world of luxury. You know, I think a lot of times one of the reasons, I think, I can only speak for me, one of the main reasons why I didn't have colored diamonds in my collection was, number one reason for me, money. Not that, you know, in some cases I didn't have the money to get it. It's just when you think about the money you have to spend to get it, you're thinking, again, I'm frugal. So I'm like, well, do I really need them? Do I really want to spend an extra few $1,000s just to get my hands on champagne diamonds? Here, you don't have to do that. $15.99, and I'm really hoping you can see this. Because again, that the ruby in the center is the 1.35, but look at the diamonds. Look at the river. You see how high that sits up? Those diamonds run all the way underneath the ruby. So with the carat weight being 1.35, you have about almost 3/4 of a carat of diamonds. You have nearly 3/4 of a carat of diamonds. Incredible. I mean, that, ladies and gentlemen, to me, next level. So that is a big time. Like this is where you get top notch quality. Next level stuff. So 2 carats, 1.35 in the ruby, the rest coming from the champagne and white diamonds, you're winning. This one's on sale. You can pay $239 today with budget pay, no credit check, no interest payments. Get it home, see it, feel it, try it on. Take it to a local jeweler if you want. You're going to get a certificate of authenticity. It is a AAA ruby. And I got to say, the way they cut those princess cuts underneath, that run underneath, those princess cuts all the way around, under the ruby, onto the other side. It's a river of diamonds. And it's on sale. 25% off using the Live 25 coupon. And the rest is history. You have the 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's that. We're going to move into a 10K yellow gold. Oh, it's about to get good. I mean, some of you are like, it's already gotten good. So this one is a limited edition. It's a 3.3 carat. If you wanted a ruby diamond pendant, I've got your back here. You have an 18-inch 10K yellow gold chain that comes with it. It is a bundle deal. There is a piece that goes with it. The bundle deal will include the ring. Do we have the ring on here? We do. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Another level of ruby. Largest ruby we featured, 10 by 8. Well, the other one that we featured that was a 14 by 7 wasn't a Montepuez. It was a Niasa ruby, so it was Fisher filled. This one, earth mine, no treatment. No Fisher filling. So we've got the pendant. The pendant's going to feature a 10 by 8 millimeter. And then you also have the diamonds, 30 diamonds coming in at 30 points. So you have almost a third of a carat of diamonds. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I've never seen this design here. I am so impressed. The actual setting itself is going to be almost a full inch from top to bottom. Bail to the bottom, I'm measuring. You have a significant amount of carat weight here. I mean, we are talking 10K yellow gold setting, 3.3 carats, all the carat weight coming from rubies and diamonds. You have this beautiful framing, and that's perfection. $2,134 for the pendant. With the discount, we're at $1,601. 1601. Okay, 1601.24. That's for the pendant. 1601.24. Look at the size of that ruby. It's in 10K yellow gold. Those are genuine diamonds. This one here comes in several sizes 5 through, I believe, 11. So this one here, $2,399. The ruby's a 10 by 8 millimeter. The ruby all by itself is going to be just under 3 carats. I mean, that's right at about a 3 carat stone. Just like the pendant. Bundle deal, though. If you wanted to get matching pieces in gold, it's a great opportunity to do so. $23.99 for the ring, $21.34 for the pendant. Remember, you take 25% off the pendant, 25% off the ring, individual. You get a new price. You get the discount, right? And then you put them in the shopping cart together. You get an extra 10% off that bundle. So save. The more you spend, the more you bundle, the more you save. That is a huge deal. Because again, coming in at 3.3 carats, that's a lot of carat weight from just ruby and diamonds. We're not talking about, moissanite or zircon or some of the more inexpensive gemstones in the world. We're talking about the king and then diamonds. So here's a look at that beautiful pendant from the side so you have a chance to see it. Perfectly done here. I mean, the bail itself is nice and wide. You got that beautiful setting, the basket of gold. There's a significant amount of gold weight here. We're talking like 3 grams. 3 grams plus. If you get the ring in a larger size, obviously you're going to have more than 3 grams. The pendant itself is going to be right around 3 grams. So you are definitely winning on this one. It is a bundle deal. We wanted to bring you some bundles in gold, just as, we did with the silver collection. So you can still bundle and save with the gold. Okay. One of my favorite pieces coming up. No, this is like, this one in the pendant is like my favorite. Look at this. I have a 2.15 carat ruby coming up. Shop 19, we're wrapping up. We're moving on to shop 20. Shop 20 is a fancy pear cut. This one's on clearance. There is a bundle deal attached to it. And this one has a 9 by 7 millimeter, 1.72 carat ruby. That's a 1 3/4 of a carat ruby. Boom, boom. It is a clearance item. It's a final sale, but look what your girl got you. Listen to this. The original price on this one, $2,499. 14K yellow gold setting. It is certified. It's a AAA grade, 14K yellow gold. That center ruby is a 9 by 7. It's a 1.72 to be exact. Then you have the diamonds. So 50 diamonds coming in at 43 points. 43 points of diamonds. So the total weight, 2.15 carats. While the original price was $24.99, we put it on clearance, $14.99. That's huge. Since it's airing during the live stream today, we're able to save you 25% on top of that. So it takes your price from $1,499 to $1,124. So $1,124. 1,100 for this in 14K. You have nearly a 2-carat ruby. You have a double halo of diamonds, and your budget payment option is $224 and some change. 30-day. Well, no, this one's clearance. I almost said 30-day. If we gave you the 30-day, then you wouldn't be able to get that 25% off on top of it, because remember, the original price was $24.99. So this one is going to be one of those final sale items. What I always suggest that you do is in the comments section, put shop 20. Shop 20 is going to give you all the different views of this particular ring, all the details, ins and outs, the certificate. Do we have the certificate around somewhere, Tyler, by chance? And this is important, because this will help you make your final decision. I got 2 more pieces and that's it. We're wrapping it up. Look at this pendant. Look at that. That's going to be coming up. I think that's shop 22. I've got shop 21, the ring, and then shop 22, the pendant. My guy Tyler, he's looking for the certificate, because this one comes with a certification. So that's going to be the certificate of authenticity. So is there a GIA, one of those AJP certificates? You know, the ones that are different?
Oh, wait.
There should be a certificate with this one. And I like this. It was hiding. I get it. So this one gives you the retail replacement value. This is not done by us. Okay, this is done by the Accredited Gemological Institute of America. They're a trusted source that people send their gemstones and their pieces to get replacement values, to get estimated retail replacement values for resale purposes. You want to pass it down to the next generation. So the retail replacement value is $6,000. You see that on the bottom? You get the certificate with your purchase. This alone is worth about $200, $150. Even if you got it for $150, we're going to shoulder the cost. We're going to send that out to you. So $6,000 versus $1,124. So these are the things that you want to take a peek at when you're buying, a clearance item, especially one like this. You cannot miss out on the savings. This is a huge opportunity. But yeah, the AGI certificate comes with it. 14K, 2.15 carats. You're winning. That's one of the biggest discounts we can offer you today. And there's another look at the ring live in the studio. Hopefully it'll be on your finger soon. We give you a flip so you have the chance to see the back. Nicely finished. It's beautiful. And if you love fancy cuts, that one is definitely super fancy. All right, so we've got 2 more pieces to get to. I have a beautiful ring in white gold, white gold. And I also have a pendant in white gold. And that'll wrap up my ruby special. If you have any questions, now may be the time to get those into me. If not, you can also ask our personal shopper team. They're on standby. The number we're going to put up here in just a moment. Let's get to this auction first, and then we'll get you that information so that you can contact a customer care representative if you have any questions. Which country, Contori ruby? I'm not too sure what you're asking, Datara. The ruby that I just showed you is a Mozambique. It's a Montepuez ruby. So it's from the Montepuez mine in Mozambique. It's the mine that is getting all the attention right now in the industry. So this is the ruby. It is from the Montepuez mine in Mozambique. And you have the $6,000 retail replacement value there at the bottom. And the ruby itself is a 1.72 carat. It's a 9x7 with the 43 points of diamonds. And you get the certificate with your purchase. I'm not too sure if that answers your question. Make sure you let me know, though, if that answers it, because I want to make sure I get that question answered. I hope that helps. So one of our last pieces is in platinum. This is going to be a Montepuez ruby as well. Here you have 1.7 carat. This one is beautifully done. You got the 950 platinum, 5.36 grams minimum. I think the smallest size is a 5.5 to 10. Okay, so we have 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10. This one features a 1.43 carat ruby in the center. It's part of our Rhapsody collection, so you're getting 950 platinum, 5.36 grams of that. And then you also have the 14 diamonds. Now, 2 of those diamonds, these are VSEF diamonds. 2 of those diamonds are trillion. So I'm going to give you the carat weight on the diamonds here. These are 9 points apiece. What price per carat? Oh, on the ruby? Let me see here. I can do some math for you. So price per carat, what was the final price on that last one real quick? What did we do?
Looking.
We did $11.99. Was it, Tyler?
Double checking right now.
Yeah, we're going to double check for you. We got that answer here coming. So what I can do is I can do price per carat on the entire ring. If I just took the ruby, I'll give you, if I take out the diamond carat weight, because remember the ruby, I'm going to get you, okay, so $14.99 is the clearance price because you're watching the live stream. We're at $1,124.99. All right, so open up the information on the ruby, if you don't mind, Tyler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the carat weight of the, because remember, it's ruby and diamonds. Okay, on that last piece, it's ruby and diamonds. But what I'll do is I'll take the 1124.99 divided by the ruby carat weight 1.72. We're talking about, let me make sure I got this right. 9 divided by the 1.72. So yeah, you're at about 600 and some change price per carat. But that's just the ruby. Like if you have to take into account the actual diamonds. And remember, this is a clearance item. So the one that we just featured, the original price on this one was $2,499. So because it's on clearance, final sale, we give you the extra discount. The price that's listed on our website is $2,039, but you get the extra 25% since you're watching the live stream. Okay. So yeah, you're getting a huge discount on the ruby diamond ring. Plus it's in 14K yellow gold. Okay. So I hope that helps. About $600 and some change per carat. All right. So coming up next, we are going to be featuring the last of the Rhapsody. The ring itself is right at $305 with the discount. This is also a clearance item. Final sale. This one we have at $1,529.99. So the original price on this one is $2,039.99, but with the discount, we're going to discount it to 25% off. So you're at $1,529. So $1,529 on sale. And how do you apply these discounts? You put live 25 in the coupon section, or you contact our personal shopper team. So if you're interested in a piece and you need more information on that specific piece, all you have to do is contact our personal shopper team. They can not only give you all the stats and information, they can also apply discounts and give you ways to make your payments without having to put all that money out up front. It's called budget pay. So we've got a 5-month payment plan attached to all these pieces. Most of them, some of them 4 months, some of them 3 months, but these last few pieces, this is my last one, Shop 22. This one is going to have a 5-month payment plan attached to it. Another clearance item, it is a quad A grade ruby. That ruby is nearly 3 carats. It's a 2.97 to 3 carat. You have your taper baguette diamonds and also the round cuts. And then, of course, you have this absolutely stunning 10K white gold chain that comes with it. That's going to be 20 inches. Oh, really? In India? Interesting. Okay. Well, here, in the U.S., I guess we're priced differently. And also, you have finished pieces. So you're going to have either 14K, platinum. But we appreciate you sharing that and inquiring about these ruby pieces. Here in the U.S., if you price the rubies that we have up for grabs with the retailers out there, Shop LC is the best place in town to get your rubies. So this one here is going to be just under a full inch from top to bottom, about 3/4 of an inch. And then the ruby itself is a 3 carat 10 by 8 millimeter. You have the 6 diamonds coming in, 6 points of diamonds. And that is just in the larger, because you have like smaller diamonds here. 40 small diamonds, 38 points. G to H in color. I mean, this is stunning. One of our best pieces in the show. So this is it, $2,669. You get the 25% off. That takes your AAA grade Montepuez ruby that's in 10K white gold with the 20-inch 10K white gold chain. This one is priced at $2,002. You have a $400 budget payment option available to you. And this is a 30-day money-back guarantee item. So if you're interested in it, you can get it home, feel it, touch it, try it on, make sure you love it. You can always send it back if you're not happy. Look at the size of that. That is different compared to the ring, isn't it? Whoo! That's almost a 3 carat all by itself. All right, so congratulations to all of you. I hope that I've answered all your questions. We featured every single ruby that we had scheduled today. If you have any questions, let's go ahead and put that personal shopper number up so that you can take a screenshot of it. You can always give them a call, let them know that you are interested. It's 888-835-2237. They'll be more than happy to assist. As for me, I'm going to go shopping myself. I've got a couple pieces on the radar. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for the questions. Again, make sure you chat with our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to assist. And keep in mind, you get the discounts for a 48-hour period or while supplies last. A lot of these pieces end up selling out within the first hour, 2 hours. So just know that your favorite piece may be sold out before you have the chance to snag it. It's been a pleasure serving you. Take care. God bless. I'm Jessica Maldonado. Make sure you join me on the TV side. I'll be hosting tomorrow from 4 to 6, 8 to 11 Central Time. Take care. Mwah.